The American soccer public must dream big for the future of American soccer, and our leadership must be bold. Consider what the possibilities are for our American soccer ecosystem, both from a league competition standpoint and from a domestic cup competition standpoint, our U.S. Open Cup. And if you look at something like March Madness for collegiate basketball here in America, how it grabs so much interest from the U.S. public. We could do the exact same thing in U.S. domestic club soccer, but we simply do not allow the normal, wildly popular system that's used around the rest of the world, the open access system that allows for great stories that we so often see in global soccer around the world, or in our collegiate basketball tournament every single March here in the USA. So you look at it from the league perspective, you literally open up the competition to thousands of soccer clubs. When Division I is open to all, when the entire pyramid is connected at each tier, you just have container tiers, and independent clubs compete through the various tiers each and every year and move up and down accordingly. It allows for great stories like AFC Bournemouth or Swansea City in England, moving from the lower tiers in England to the English Premier League in just a few years, almost going extinct, and then rising from the ashes to become a great world soccer club. And we simply don't allow those stories here in our closed system. And imagine how the American soccer public would gravitate to those types of stories in American soccer. We love the underdog story, the worst to first story, the out of the ashes rising to the top stories, the impossible. That is what makes sports great. It's not just about having parity, random chance, everyone has a fair chance of winning. The MLS model seems to be, we'll just close it off to our 20 plus teams and make sure everyone is limited in a way so that everyone has a fair roll of dice each and every year. But what happens is when you water it down, when you make it all lukewarm, you've completely taken the drama and the heart and passion out of the sport. And soccer, when you think about it, it's really not about equality necessarily. Yes, everyone should have a fair shot. Every club deserves a fair seat at the table, a fair shot at Division I, but there are going to be clubs maybe in bigger cities that are able to spend more, that have more investors behind them, and there will be clubs from maybe poorer areas or from or with not as much investment or from smaller cities. But at the end of the day, each club matters just the same in an open soccer ecosystem. And that's simply what we lack here in American soccer. One single club, MLS, and its franchise outlets has the preferential treatment of the Division I sanction in USA Soccer. Well, 9,000 other U.S. clubs are completely left out in the cold. So the league system in USA Soccer could be amazing. Our first division could be full of global super clubs. We have dozens of huge cities in the USA. We're like Europe geographically and in terms of our population and metropolitan areas. So there's no reason why each of our bigger cities could host multiple great soccer clubs, let alone clubs down in the lower divisions. And then you look beyond our Division I, which could rival the UEFA Champions League in Europe, I believe, if we are at our full potential as a soccer nation. We could have great lower divisions. So Division II, Division III, Division IV, Division 5 could also be great, could also be some of the strongest lower divisions for their tiers in the world. So it's just really about either a small view of American soccer's future or a grand view for our future. Either you can keep believing, as we do decade after decade here, that it'll take 100 years for soccer to catch on here, that we don't have a 24 plus million soccer player population here, that we don't have 50 plus million soccer fans here in America. those myths need to go out the window at this point in American soccer. We're about to hit 2020 here. It's been 30 years of this closed Division I USA Soccer model. We need a strong USA Soccer governing federation that will unite all clubs together under one open ecosystem. We need to align with the essence of global soccer, which is about equality and opportunity. Full stop. And our cup competition, the US Open Cup, could be the greatest cup competition on the planet. You think of a great competition like the FA Cup, well, the US Open Cup could be just as great, if not better, with a fully open system. As clubs are incentivized to invest more, to build more in the lower divisions, you're just going to strengthen and deepen the competition even more. And who loves those? Everyone loves those one-off chances for a David to beat a Goliath. That one chance that you have to seize the day and to do something great. And that's what those cup competitions give you. Yeah, the league competition is great in its own right. It the cream rises to the top a little bit more because of the long campaign in each tier, the long season. But the magic of the cup is great in itself. Anyone can get hot, can go on a run, and can win 5-6 matches in a row, and all of a sudden they're in contention for a silver or a piece of silverware, a trophy. So both our league system and our domestic cup here in U.S. Soccer could be something great. It's simply just a mentality issue, and we need to educate the general USA public on what we could be as a soccer nation. So explaining that we have the raw potential here to be a great soccer nation, that soccer is already a big sport here in America. We just have not leveraged it under a proper U.S. Soccer governing federation that unites everyone together under an open system with promotion and relegation. Have big dreams. We love foreign soccer. We love watching open system soccer around the world and all the great stories and excellence we see on a weekly basis. Why can't we do the same thing here? Nothing's more American than an open system, equality and opportunity for all in our soccer. So let's make it happen. If you like this video, make sure to share it out across social media and also subscribe right here to my channel. And I'll talk to you soon.